Hello everyone and welcome back to the second episode of the S&P Saga, your weekly review of the performance of the S&P 500 index and the main drivers for its changes. Let's dive right into it for the week of October 27th, 2023. The S&P 500 closed the week at $4,117.37. That's down 2.5% from last week's close. The PE ratio, based on the current price and the latest earnings, stands at 23.5, which is down 0.61 points since last week. This price-earnings ratio is pretty much in line with the 10-year moving average of 23.45, going down over the past couple of months. So this seems to indicate that the S&P 500 index is starting to present attractive opportunities if you want to purchase some of these of the components. Moving on to the gainers. First, Amazon up 26.5 billion, mostly on a positive surprise on its third quarter results, followed by Microsoft up 24.2 billion on a positive surprise on its first quarter result and a solid cloud performance for the quarter. Then NextEra Energy up 8.7 billion on a positive surprise on its third quarter results. Next up, RTX Corporation up 8.2 billion since last week on a positive surprise on its third quarter results on increased defense and aerospace demand. Looks like investors are anticipating this one. And last but not least on the gainers, Walmart up 6.5 billion. No significant news, but this tends to happen with a company of this size. Moving on to the losers now. Alphabet down $207.9 billion on a negative surprise on its third quarter result. This is similar to Microsoft, but the flip side of the story, where they had a weak cloud performance for the quarter. Next, Apple down $72.9 billion on no significant news, but likely because of earnings are scheduled on November 2nd, 2023. Chevron Corporation is down $46.6 billion for the week. This is mostly driven by the $53 billion all-stock acquisition of Hess Corp. Because of the dilutive nature, this is leading to a drop in the value of Chevron. They were also impacted by the negative surprise on the third quarter results. Moving on to Meta Platforms, which saw a drop in its market value of $31.7 billion for the week. This is mostly triggered by the negative 2024 outlook provided by the company and partially offset by the positive surprise on its third quarter results from 2 weeks ago. Last but not least, Eli Lilly and Company. The company didn't see any significant news for the week, but this move is likely related to earnings scheduled on Thursday, November 2nd, 2023. Just to make things easier for us, there were no deletion to the index this week, as well as no addition. As we complete the review for this week, it is important to remember that we're still in earnings season and that there are at least 153 more companies that will release earnings during the week ending November 3rd, 2023. Notable companies to look for will be Apple Inc., which is the biggest company that we have in the S&P 500, and Eli Lilly and Company, which is one of the great companies that we have in the pharmaceutical industry. Stay tuned and talk to you next week.